Summer break is officially over, and that means school's back in session. With some Central Florida schools already heading back to class, you can bet you've seen changes in traffic. It's important to know what you should expect when driving through school zones, heavy traffic, and behind buses. Toyota of Clermont is here to help you with tips on how to tackle back-to-school traffic. It doesn't take long to realize that there are a lot more vehicles on the road when students are heading back to school. Here's some suggestions to make sure you're not late. Learn where the school zones are and plan alternative routes. Find out when the start and end times for the school year is so you can see what affects your commute. Set your alarm clock for a little bit earlier. This can offset some of the traffic you'll experience on your drive. Check the traffic and weather patterns before you leave so you know if you need to take an alternate route. Taking your children to school can sometimes turn into a nightmare. Here are some tips to help you and others stay safe while dropping off and picking up. Make sure that you know where your school's designated drop-off zones and their procedures. This will ensure the safety of your child and the other students who are arriving at the school. You should never load or unload children across the street from the school. Never double park. It could block visibility for other children and vehicles, putting the safety of pedestrians in jeopardy. Think about a neighborhood carpool. This reduces traffic and increases the overall safety of the area. Plus, it helps reduce fuel emissions, which is a plus for the environment. Unfortunately, children may not always be aware of their surroundings. That's why it's so important to be aware of pedestrians leaving or heading toward a school. There's a ton of traffic, so make sure you follow certain precautions to ensure the safety of young pedestrians. Don't block a crosswalk when you're stopped at a red light or trying to make a turn. This forces pedestrians to walk around your vehicle, which might put them in the path of oncoming traffic. Make sure you yield to pedestrians crossing the crosswalk or intersection, especially when you're in a school zone and the flashers are blinking. Pay attention to school patrol officers or crossing guards. If they hold up a stop sign, make sure to stop and do not ignore them. Never pass a vehicle that's stopped to let a pedestrian cross. You might not see something that they do. There are times where you might get frustrated because you're behind the school bus and you're running late. However, no matter how frustrated you are, it's important to always use safe driving habits, especially when sharing the road with a school bus full of children. Here are some tips on how to drive safely. Allow for a greater following distance. You may never know when a bus is going to make a stop, especially the first few weeks of school. Never pass a school bus that's stopped to load or unload children. It's illegal to do so in all 50 states and is dangerous for all the students coming off the bus. Always stop if you see a bus with its red or yellow lights flashing and its stop arms extended. Be alert when you're near a bus stop or a stopped bus. Children can be extremely excited, especially when returning home from a day at school. The most dangerous place for children is the 10-foot radius around the school bus, so be sure to give them ample space and stay aware. Always remember to be aware and cautious when driving, especially in school zones. If you need more tips, be sure to check out our website or come into Toyota of Clermont today.